Jeremy Renner has just fired off a cease and desist to Zhou, I believe that's pronounced. Zhou, she's a director. She went on Instagram last week and published all these receipts, basically claiming that her and Jeremy were in some type of sexual relationship, and he was sending her all of this crazy stuff, allegedly. He was pursuing her, allegedly.
Well, because they did a movie together, I believe.
Her movie.
Yeah, that's what it was.
She cast him in her like little documentary, and I don't know if that's because she wanted him all along, and this was all like, you know, her just trying to get him.
Right.
Because from his reports, once they did, and he admits they did have a sexual encounter. Once something did happen, she wouldn't leave him alone. She was one of these like classic, you know, people that you just won't leave a partner alone.
Is like obsessed with
obsessed.
You. Well, so yeah, because she came out publicly, and then we got, we viewed, he basically, Jeremy hired Marty Singer, who's like a super powerful attorney, and he fired off, I mean, you knew he was going to have to respond to this because the story was catching like wildfire.
Yeah.
And like you said, basically fired off a cease and desist to her to basically say, stop talking about this, and like going like basically what you said, that exactly the opposite is what happened here.
Right.
She was obsessed with me.
Yes.
And now that clearly he wasn't as into her, now she's going public to try to make him look like the bad guy.
Yeah, I mean,
she did release like hundreds of these texts. None of them, I mean, did any of them, they're not great, but and she released like photos of him drinking and saying he has like a drinking problem.
She was releasing photos, basically trying to give evidence.
The problem
that they were
with
together.
that though is that, which it would hurt her credibility if he was like, "Oh, I have no idea who this is," but he fully acknowledged, "Oh, we had an encounter."
Yes.
So,
but then he doesn't acknowledge that the screenshots are true, and some of the screenshots when they were going through like the breaking up stage.
The immigration one.
He did say, "I'm going to call ICE on you." You know what I mean? Immigration is going to be notified. So, I mean, did he? I don't know if he denies that or not, but like that's obviously like not a great thing to send, and it's just more dirt. She just basically collected all this dirt on him and said it's going to be very embarrassing and bad for your brand if I go forward. I don't know if she would ask. He hasn't described this as a shakedown, has he?
I mean, to me, the letter kind of depicts it as like what I was saying, where like they had an encounter, he wasn't into her anymore, and she like kind of went crazy and like pursued him. Essentially, that's for what he's saying.
Either way,
and all the texts are crazy. Yeah, I think it's just everyone's always a little interested when you have someone like an A-list celeb like this, and like you're seeing alleged text messages sent between him and a woman, and she's like posting photos of him like with a bottle of wine, and it's a messy, very messy situation.
Very.